All right, everyone. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today's question comes from William Campbell. The question is, how does one have an actual conversation with a parent or friend when they ask if I have talked to my ex, whom I am manifesting back? And I haven't, and she has me presently in a no contact situation. This is a wonderful question. Thank you, William, for that, for posing that question, because this is probably a question that a lot of people have. And this is something that definitely crossed my mind a lot when I was, in my early stages of manifesting. So this question really deals with like, what do I say to people when they question me about what I'm currently manifesting, but I have no physical proof or evidence, that I've manifested that thing. So in a video that I created about revisioning, and I'll link this video somewhere. I talk about this concept of instant revisioning. Okay, instant revisioning. And this is when we revise things right on the spot as we are, as things are happening. Okay, so in this scenario, what I would do is I wouldn't like lie to people, because you have to understand there is a time lag between manifest something mentally and then it showing up in the physical reality. That's how it works. Okay, so, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so you don't have to go ahead and lie to people that like, yeah, I've been talking to her, I've been talking to my ex, blah 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 blah. No, you tell them, what the reality of the situation is. Say whatever it's been. No, I'm in a no contact situation. But the important thing here is that you instantly revise what you just said in your head or in your mind. Okay, what would you want to say in that situation? Right? So if I say, oh no, I haven't spoken to my ex, and I say that to my parent or my friend, and I'm trying to manifest that person back, I can go in my head, in my inner voice, and say what I would want to say. Okay. I would, maybe you'd want to say, yeah, I'm back together with my ex. We're in a wonderful relationship now. We're happier. We worked everything out. Things couldn't have been better. I'm happy with where I am right now. Right. So I instantly revise what I just said to my parent or to my friend or whatever. Okay. And you can also do this at the end of the day. So let's say you have a conversation about what's going on with that situation. At the end of the day, before you go to bed, you can also go back, replay that conversation in your head, but revise it so that when you're in your head doing the conversation, you're saying what you would have wanted to say. So again, yes, I'm back with my ex. We worked everything out. It's beautiful. We're happy. We're together. Everything's good. Okay. So revision is really the key to answering your question here, William. Instantly revise what you say in your head, in your mind, and also at the end of the day, go ahead and revise what you said before you go to sleep in your head. Replay the conversation as you would have liked it to be, played out. How you would have liked the conversation to go. So that's really the short answer there. Okay, that's a technique that you can use, and it's something that I use a lot of the time. If someone actually is to question me about what I'm trying to manifest, mentally I'm going to say what I want to say. But, in the physical world, physical dimension, I understand there's a time lag. It hasn't shown up yet, so I'm going to just, state how it is on the physical plane. Because this is the core distinction that you have to make here. Okay, there's a difference between your mental state of consciousness and what occurs in the physical plane. Okay, in the physical plane, in the physical reality, there's a time lag with everything. That's just how it works. But with your mental state of consciousness, there is no time lag. Okay, there is no time lag. So I can assume the state of consciousness of me being with a specific person right now, in the here and now, right? I can act mentally as though I already am with a specific person, that I'm in the relationship that I want to be, that everything's as smooth as possible, right? But the reality and the physical reality is that, it's that physical reality is taking time to catch up to where I am residing mentally. Okay, so that's just an important distinction that I wanted to make. The important thing to realize here is just to remain faithful to whatever reality that you're trying to manifest here. Remain faithful to it in your head, in your mental state of consciousness. And then, if it does occur that someone brings up that thing that you're trying to manifest, they start asking you about it, they start questioning you about it, state the facts as they're happening in the physical reality, but mentally you can be revising with your inner voice, revising what you want to say, what you would be saying if it was how you want, if it is how you want it to be. And at the end of the day, you can revise the conversation as well, go into greater detail in your mind's eye, and hear the conversation play out how you would want it to play out if you were already where you wanted to be. Okay, so that is the short answer. And the reason that this is so important is because, you do not have to convince anyone else of what you're trying to manifest. That doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're impressing your subconscious mind with the reality that you desire. Okay, you only need to persuade and convince yourself that this is done. Whatever this reality is, if you want to have a relationship back with your ex, you have to convince your subconscious mind and impress your subconscious mind that this is already done, right? You no longer have any doubts about it. You no longer, there's no going back. It's already done. So the only person you got to convince, the only subconscious mind you have to convince is your own subconscious mind, impressing it with the reality that you desire. That's why the instant revisioning is so important. You say, no, I haven't seen this person, I haven't talked to this person, but instantly you revise it in the voice. Yes, I'm back with this person. Everything's going beautifully. Everything's working out exactly how I want it to be. And we're back together and we're happy, right? And you have that calm, you have that relief. The feeling of relief is so important to impress your subconscious mind. And you remain faithful to the reality that you desire to manifest. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions about this, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Go ahead, practice that, implement that into your life. And this applies to anything. You can do this for anything that you're manifesting. I know this is just a specific scenario, a specific thing you're trying to manifest, but it can apply to anything. Especially for all of those of you out there who's listening. So, want to keep it short today. Just answer that question. Thank you again for posting that question. That's a question that I think a lot of people are having. So, remain faithful to the reality that you manifested. It is done mentally. There is no time to assume a state of consciousness. There is no time. Of course, things take time to catch up in the physical reality. Implement instant revisioning and implement revisioning at the end of the day, and you'll be well on your way to seeing that thing arise in your physical reality. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.